Hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. It is Terrible Tuesday. Great to see you all. Let me say hello to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Jesus and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Andrew Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Philip Chandler. Philip Chandler and N1QOV and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and John McCain and Thanos Samaras. Welcome. Nice to meet you, Thanos. And Terry Sue and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis. Let me make sure. Wing Doggy. Let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. All right. I think I got everybody. Hello. Good to see you all. I'm feeling good today. I had a doctor's appointment today, the medical doctor's appointment, and they looked at the CAT scans. And, oh, Thanos, what part of the world are you from? With a name like that, you sound like you should be in Greece, but you could be anywhere. I'm in Los Angeles. Yes, they looked at the CAT scans, and I do have a brain. Oh, he left. I do have a brain. It is, yes, it's been proven now. And she agreed that we need some more. Oh, Witch of Capri. Hi, Witch of Capri. Welcome back. Welcome. Hello. Yes, I have a brain. In fact, I have a regular-sized brain. Actually, we didn't comment on the size, but she did agree that I should see that it's advisable for me to see a neurologist. So she's putting in a referral so I can get approval, because there's this whole process of the insurance. You got to see one doctor who's got to make the referral, and you got to get the approval and go to see that doctor to get the approval, and then get the MRI and all that stuff. Yay, yeah. So that was good, and I got a bunch of little things done, things mailed. I had a list of things to do, and I've gotten half of them done. So I'm feeling like I've been productive. Hi, Wing Doggy. Hi, everybody on YouTube. And tomorrow I have an appointment with the therapist, with the second therapist, Harry. His name is Harry. The girl therapist is named Joy, and the boy therapist is named Harry. And I am so immature that anytime I meet somebody and they say, "Hi, my name is," anytime I meet somebody and they go, "Hi, I'm Harry," I always want to say, "Hi, I'm Itchy and Scratchy." Yeah! Oh, I'm so immature. I'm Harry. Why? Don't name your kids Harry. I'm Harry. For the rest of the life, you have to keep saying, "I'm Harry." Then shave. Wax. Linda says it's a nickname for Harold. I know. It's a perfectly fine name. It's a perfectly good name. I'm just so incredibly immature that I can't not giggle. Just call me Dick. It's short for Richard. Don't ever do that to me. I know, really. The maturity of a 12-year-old boy. So, and my doctor was very pleased because my post-traumatic stress, it's still here, still have it, but improved, much improved since I saw her like a month ago. So that's good, and I've gained 3 pounds since when I hit bottom. I hit. There were no crying. There was no crying. A doctor's appointment with no crying. When Doggy said he can't. Let me try sending you an invitation, Wing Doggy, and see if that helps. I'll see if that helps, Wing Doggy. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Sturgis. There was no crying. It was happy. Yeah, my rock bottom that I hit was 100 pounds, which is a little low. So right now, today, yeah, Linda's like, whoa. I know. That's without shoes. Linda says she's supposed to weigh 110. That's my normal weight, Linda. But that's where I was. So I only lost 10 pounds. So it's not like, I mean, 10 pounds, it's all a matter of perspective. Most people like 10 pounds, but when you're already like kind of small and then you lose 10 pounds, it shows up a lot more and people start to freak out and be like, oh my God. But technically it's only 10 pounds. So it's really not that much to freak out about. And so I'm not freaking out. David Jones says I need cookies. No, I'm shaking less. David Jones, I think the medications helped. I'm shaking less because that's the main reason why I lost so much weight is because I'm still shaking. My hands and my body's still shaking, but before I was shaking like a lot. Like when I was really shaking at the worst, I could look in the mirror and see every little muscle, even the muscles that you don't even know exist. Every little muscle on my body was twitching on my entire body. So like everything. So if for 24 hours a day, every little teeny minuscule muscle is twitching, that's like every muscle in your body is doing aerobics 24 hours a day. That's burning calories. So that's why. It was like my whole face. I could see like little muscles. My face was like and you know, not like in a huge way, but when you get close, if I get close in the mirror and look in the mirror, you can see like every little muscle is like just vibrating very. So I just felt like my whole body was like, so it's still there a tiny bit, but not as much. Like I don't feel like my face is twitching. I still feel it in my hands. Which of Capri wants to know, is the orgy of damned out? You know what? I'm not sure which of Capri. I've gotten notices saying it's coming out, it's coming out. I'm not sure. It was actually supposed to come out last year, and then they did some re-editing, and so I don't know. They keep teasing me. Yes, they renamed it. It was, let's see, it was Orgy of Blood, and then it was Orgy of the Damned. Well, you know what happened, Witch of Capri? It was they made it, and they made it. It was called Orgy of Blood with the director, and then they had gotten some distributor, and the distributor wanted re-edit, so they re-edited it, and then the guy who was Damiano, didn't like it, and there was a falling out between him and the director, and Damiano took all of the raw footage back and completely threw it out, started from scratch, re-editing, remaking the entire movie from the raw footage, and that's why they were So because Dimitiano is a producer and the star, so he owned all of it. So he took it all back from Creeperson. So I don't know what happened to the first version, if it was actually released or released in some sort of foreign territory somewhere as Orgy of Blood, and if there are now two versions that are going to be in existence. I'm not really sure how that all worked out, but that's what the delay was, because he took it all back and started over. He didn't feel like it reflected his artistic vision, because Creep was more about, uh, like titillation and blood, and Domitiano was more with a European sensibility of filmmaking. So, um, uh, so they had a disagreement, I think, and so he was remaking it. Um, which one? Which of Capri? With Domitiano? Yeah, and Domitiano wanted a more, yes, Domitiano Arcangeli. He's great. And also in between that, Domitiano had twins. Well, he didn't have them, but his partner or wife or whoever had twins who are now about 2 or 3, and uh, twins always, small children slow things down too. So I did some dubbing, some voiceover stuff last year, and it was supposed to be coming out like last April, and I just had recently gotten some stuff saying that it was coming out. It was coming out now this year. So I haven't emailed him to find out what the status is, if it did come out or if it came out in certain territories. But Domitiano wanted it to be a little more artistic and European and have more of a sensuality of, like old time horror movies. So, I haven't seen it. I don't know what it looks like, so I'm really hoping it's good. But I'm glad you asked, Witch of Capri. Witch of Capri says, have you ever seen the old film The Collector? I think you and he should remake it. No, I haven't. But that's something that I should look that up and check it out. But like Domitiano is Italian from Italy, and when he first started, he worked with a lot of, famous Italian filmmakers. So he likes things that are dark and sexy, but have that more of a European flair, not so much like in your face kind of like. Which of Capri says The Collector is from 1965. I will check it out. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, so he likes it a little more sophisticated kind of thing, but still sexy with blood and gore. Well, I'm sure that Domitiano's seen it, and I think having twins has slowed him down too. He's got these 2 adorable twin boys that are like his clones. They look so much like him. They're very cute. Very cute. So he may have some pictures of them on his Facebook page if you're on his Facebook. So, but how are you, Witch of Capri? How are you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thank you. Actually, Witch of Capri, can you send me that like on a Twitter? Because I can't save anything on here. on this show. So, or if or like a Facebook message or a Twitter message, because then I can click on the link later after I talk. Winged doggies, did they give you something to help sleep? Yeah. Oh, and Witch of Capri, I was talking about doctors and all this stuff. I don't know if you're on my Facebook. I was attacked in Dallas in mid-September, and I had and it was this whole ordeal. And yeah. And so I've had this bad post-traumatic stress, and I was a wreck like a month ago. I'm getting much better. I was just like crying, like, ugh. I still have it, but I'm getting better. I'm getting treatment. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter with a strong sense of justice. And yes, they have given me medication, which has helped me sleep, which has been very helpful because not sleeping for 2 months, that was not helping. Marcel suggests a hammer. No, I've already had enough blunt trauma force damage to my skull. No more. uh, which of caprices, as long as the meds aren't addicting, that's something that I'm concerned about, and because I don't like any sort of chemicals or medication. I like everything organic. I'm sure I've talked about that a lot. So everything I'm taking, I only plan on taking for a short time, temporarily. I'm spending this whole month I'm just kind of dedicating myself full time to just working on healing so that I can start the new year like feeling really strong and healthy. Um, and I'm trying to, like, they gave me some strong stuff to help sleep, but I'm not taking it every day, because that's when you get addicted, when you take it. Like what they said is, like, if you take it one day and then not a couple days, and then take it for a couple days and not a couple days, that way your body doesn't get totally used to it. So it's much easier so you don't get like a dependency or addicted to something, because that doesn't help either. So I'm being very conscious of that, because I'm, but they are helping right now to get through this and work through all this stuff, because yeah, yeah. So, but it's but yeah, and I didn't. And they gave me this stuff called Clonopin, which of Capri, to help with sleeping at night, and I'm staggering it. I'm not taking it every day, and it's good because I was against taking it, and I read about it, and I was a little scared because it's very strong stuff that people can get addicted to. So I've been very cautious with it, not taking it every day, like every couple of days, because people do get addicted to it. But I didn't sleep for 2 months, like, so that's a problem too. I was like, my eyes were like permanently bloodshot. I was sleeping like 3 hours a night, and every 10 minutes I'd wake up. Like every 10 minutes I'd wake up and I'd have to look outside the window, and so that's not healthy either. So I'm like, weighing like, what is the lesser of two evils? And the doctors were like, well, yeah, there's the doctor said, as long as you're really cautious with it and stagger it and change it around, it won't be a problem. And this is just a temporary thing you're taking. So, am I still drinking coffee? Yes, I'm still drinking coffee. But sleeping, it's been like 2 weeks now that I've been taking it on and off, and sleeping has had a huge improvement. Sleeping has been really good. Marcel says, "How do you sleep with? How do you sleep without it?" It's a lot harder to go to sleep without it, but I do it anyhow. But this is all temporary. This is working on healing. And all the doctors have said that I'm doing a really good job and making good progress, and they're very impressed. I get a good gold star. Richard says to ask. Wing Doggy says ask about trazodone. Okay. But it's helping because I was just like a quivering mess. Like couldn't, I was like so brave when we had this whole attack thing. And like I chased down this guy and we had to stand up with a knife. And I was like, really, it was like a movie, like an action movie. I was like seriously, it was crazy. I don't even know where that came from. But then the after fact, a week later, I'm like, ah! It really did mess me up. But I'm much better. Everybody here can tell you that, because a month ago, I could barely get through a show. I could barely breathe. I was hyperventilating. Linda was scared for me. I was depressed. I was hyperventilating. I could barely breathe. Talking, I was just a mess. My whole body was just. So I'm getting much better. But still now, it's funny. If somebody knocks on the door, or the phone rings, I'm like, ah! I'm like, just the telephone. Just the telephone. Oh yeah. I think he's being supportive and encouraging and helpful. But for a while, I didn't want to even leave my house or see anyone or talk to anyone. I'm still feeling agoraphobic, but no, Marcel. But I just I wouldn't even leave my house for like a full week. I was just like, I didn't want to talk to anyone on the phone. I didn't want to do anything. I just so I'm much better. and 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 we've had some delicious salmon dinners, and he's fed me some good food, so he's helped me gain 3 pounds back. Marcel says you look much better compared to a month ago. Yeah, I do. Besides cutting my hair, uh, I would, yeah. It was and pizza, yeah, pizza and salmon. Linda got a ring with Amber in it. When Doggy suggests lobster, I haven't had any of that in a really long time. Years. But yeah, so everything's good. So it is 5:44, so I'm just about to sign off. This wasn't very terrible. This Tuesday wasn't very terrible. I know, time just flew. But I will be back tomorrow for hump day, or humpless day, whatever you want to call it. Marcel says, your hair looks weird. It's dark blonde below. That's because that's my natural color. I only have highlights in the front. I don't dye my hair, Marcel. I just put a few highlights in the front, and when they cut it, you can see. Now it's showing. I don't actually dye my hair. There's just a few highlights in the front that are blonder. But it shows up because they added long layers. They chopped in long layers. They didn't just trim it. They put long layers to give it a little lift. So the layers are showing up the darker blonde. But I kind of like it. Which if Capri says it looks good. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Witch of Capri. I hadn't had it cut in a long time. Oh, and Tesis, I saw your picture on Facebook. Tesis has cut his beard like Santa Claus. For anyone who's on Tesis's Facebook, he looks like Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Tesis. I like the Santa Claus look. Oh, Tisa says today is Giving Tuesday. Today is Giving Tuesday. I did not hear about that. Tisa says today is Giving Shoes Day. All right, Tisa. I'm gonna send you a link to the Christian Louboutin shoes that I would like you to give me. Yeah, they cost. Yeah, Christian Louboutin shoes cost the same as a used car. I could buy a used car or a pair of shoes. I'm teasing. All right, let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Tomlinson and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Andrew Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and Witch of Capri and Wing Doggy and Terry Sue, my angel, and Sam and Philip Chandler. Thank you so much. So good to see you, Witch of Capri. Thank you for your questions and your suggestions. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anyone. All right, Marcel. All right, kisses for everybody. I love you. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Have a good day.